Watch WWE Presents The Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania, Mr. Hall of Fame, Mr. Main Eventer, The Main Event, The Sexy Boy, The Best of the Best, The Showstopper, The Icon, The Headliner. Shawn Michaels almost has more nicknames than he did fucking championship reigns. The man of many names is very well known as the best in-ring performer in WWE history, and it's hard to deny that fact, but do you know it all about the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania, Mr. Hall of... Okay, I'll stop. I'm that unfunny bastard D Wicket from Watch WWE. Hello, my fans, and these are the 10 things you didn't know about Shawn Michaels. Number 10, his real name. I hate to break it to you, but his real name isn't Shawn Michaels, and Kamala's real name isn't, well, Kamala. It's not too far off, though. Any guesses what his real name could possibly be? Any takers? Well, if you guessed Sean Thomas Smith, you're f***ing wrong, because his real life name is actually just Michael Shawn Hickenbottom. Okay. Number 9, he's tied for the most 5-star matches. Dave Meltzer is some dude who rates wrestling matches. Not many people know or care about him. He's pretty much a nobody. That being said, he likes to hand out ratings to every match, and lucky showstopper Shawn Michaels has been handed the prestige honor of a 5-star match twice now, tying with Bret Hart. His 5-star matches would be the ladder match versus Scott Hall at WrestleMania 10 and his Hell in a Cell match versus The Undertaker at Bad Blood. They were alright, decent. I'd give it 2 stars, something like that. Number 8, Sweet Chin Music hasn't always been his finisher. For a guy who's been wrestling as long as he has been, you can't really be surprised that he's used another finisher before. The Teardrop Suplex was Shawn's finisher of choice from 92 to 93. He was already using the super kick, but as a transitional move, like 2015 did. Insert video clips of multiple super kicks that didn't finish the match. Ha 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 ha, fucking kill me. Number 7, he's Mr. Match of the Year. If you know who Shawn Michaels is, which you click this video, so if you don't, what the hell's wrong with you? You know one of his most famous nicknames is Mr. WrestleMania. Hell, it was the second name I listed in that stupid intro that took me a whole 20 seconds to think of. Aren't I clever? Well, very clearly he's also Mr. Match of the Year. Again, aren't I clever? As HBK has had Match of the Year a record-holding 10 fucking times. Plus, he's had Match of the Decade. Some of these include 1993 versus Marty Jannetty, 1995 versus Diesel, 2004 versus Benoit and Triple H, and both 2009 and 2010 versus The Undertaker, as well as 2008 versus Ric Flair, which also took Match of the Decade. Are you starting to catch on to these nicknames? Number 6, the Rockers were tag team champions. I'm the tag team champions. No, I'm the tag team champions. Sorry, I can't say tag team champions without immediately thinking of Team Hell No. Thank you, Daniel Bryan. The Rockers are one of the greatest tag teams to never win championship gold, but swerve! They did win championship gold versus the Hart Foundation on October 30th, 1990, as Jim Neidhart was negotiating his release from the company. However, once he agreed to stay, it was returned to the Harts. The WWE doesn't recognize the title reign even though they defended the titles once against Power and Glory. They like to use the excuse of the turnbuckle collapsing causing the match to be reversed as a no contest, which is a pretty lame get out, to be honest. Number 5, he's an asshole when it comes to losing titles. Shawn Michaels loved his championships, and almost always had some weird issue with dropping a title. He vacated 2 of his 3 Intercontinental Championships, and he lost his 3rd to friend Marty Jannetty, but it wasn't a clean victory. 4 of his Tag Team Championship reigns were odd, vacating the titles with Diesel when they split, and being stripped of the titles during their 2nd reign when they pinned the wrong man in a match. He left the company temporarily after a real-life fight with Bret Hart, so that's another title vacated. When tag champs with rival John Cena, he eliminated Cena from the Battle Royal for the championships, losing the titles in the weirdest way possible. His WWF championship reigns were all tainted too. He dropped the first title to Sid after being hit with a camera, which, believe it or not, that's not a clean loss. His second was the infamous Lost His Smile incident. However, this one, like many others, were supposedly because he didn't want to drop the title because, backstage heat. His 3rd reign, he was pinned clean by Stone Cold. However, Undertaker had to threaten HBK to do the job because he originally wasn't going to. Oh, and also, did I say clean? Mike Tyson was heavily involved, so wasn't really clean. Oops. He does still have 3 other championship reigns that he did lose clean, however, all of which involved his bestie Triple H, losing both the European title and the world title to him clean, as well as losing the tag team titles with him clean, because besties. Number 4, Jericho actually punched his wife. Roll the tape. Ooh, ouch, that had to hurt. Let's get a quick replay of that. Jesus. Yeah, what you just watched was supposed to be kayfabe, i.e. a fake punch. You tell me how fake that punch looked, though. Number 3, he's the only NWO member to never be in WCW. Considering the NWO was based in WCW, it seems like there's no way anyone will be able to hold this achievement. However, since the NWO was brought to the WWE, which went absolutely fantastic, winky face, Michaels joined, being the only man to stay loyal to WWE his whole career. Number 2, the HBK line. So this has almost nothing to do with Shawn Michaels, but hey, it's fun. During the Pittsburgh Penguins' last NHL season, they named a line consisting of Carl Hagelin, Nick Bonino, and Phil Kessel. Jesus, for someone who does a sports channel, you think I know how to say names by now. Hey, go subscribe, by the way. Winky face. Anyways, those 3 men were named the HBK line because, look at their names, their initials spell HBK. F***ing obviously. They ended up inviting Michaels to a game, and he accepted. I'm not sure how it ended up, but I'm assuming he super kicked everyone on the ice, and then went to vacate the Stanley Cup. And number 1, his return wasn't supposed to be 8 years long. Shawn Michaels' second run was admittedly fantastic. He was portrayed essentially as a living legend, and he pretty much was, putting on match of the year after match of the year on and on again. We saw classic matches from his second run, like his fights with Jericho, Cena, and of course Undertaker again. However, it wasn't originally meant to be, as when he returned it was supposed to be a one-time deal for one more big match to see if he could still go. However, he didn't fully trust his back to carry him through any more big success. However, thankfully, his back prevailed and we got those glorious 8 years of his second run, which was possibly one of the best runs in WWE history. And those were the 10 things you didn't know about Shawn Michaels about 7 minutes ago before I told you, so now those are the 10 things that you do know about Shawn Michaels. What are your thoughts? Tell us in the comments below, and if you vacated all the belts like Shawn, like the video and subscribe for more mysterious wrestling content. Mysterious? What? Sure. Thank you all for watching.